Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. I'm standing here in nature, still dry, even though there's a big gray sky ahead behind me, but never mind about that. We'll deal with it when it comes. But I want to get something off my chest, really, and it was like people being creators or being active digitally when you're up at the age of 50, 60, 70, and how people look upon you and look at you and the things they say to you, the remarks you get when you are that age. And I'm 63 years of age myself, and I don't know, I familiarize myself with the digital world because I have young children and just because I have a general curiosity for a lot of things, not only digital but also creating, and the two combine very well lately actually. So also started my YouTube channel at 63. Um, People sometimes you can't talk with everybody about it because they just think like, what is she doing? Shouldn't she be just sitting in a rocking chair somewhere on the veranda or something like that? But I mean, that's probably exaggerated, but they still look up strange upon you and say, well, you're 50, 60, 70. What are you doing? And yeah, they do look a little bit weird, and you're behind or this or that. But it happens so that that's not the case at all. And I would like to talk more about it because you're not too old at all. Maybe certain things you can't do, but there were certain things I couldn't do when I was 30 because someone from 10 could do it more easily than I could. But it can be on many topics. But as I said, I would like to talk with you more about it. I'm going to flip the screen and show you the area where I am at this particular moment and talk more about this because definitely you're not too old. You're not too old at all. So I'm going to flip the screen. See you on the other side. Right, here I am again. Flip the screen and showing you a little bit where I am at the moment. I don't want to go away too far from my car because I do see a very gray sky. But well, I still can do my talk and my walk here. That's always a joy to do. And as I said, there's a for me there's a kind of message this video for women over 50 or older to hear this, and it's not also for younger people maybe because they might look differently at their parents or at the relatives or friends or parents from friends or whatever because this message you need to hear this sometimes because sometimes it whispers in the algorithm or in culture or in locally or yeah, so many things. Even on governmental level you've been seen as old after a certain age and they offer all kinds of discounts and stuff and extra help digitally and this and that, and I think that can be good for many people but not all of you, and certainly you don't want to get the feeling that you're too old for it because that's close nonsense, isn't it? Have a good look here on YouTube and see how many other people from older age are active here and are very happy doing it, are very confident in doing it. So, all these remarks of you're too late or you're too slow or you're too old for the digital world. I mean, there's a truth actually that nobody really tells you. You're not too old. You're just simply experienced. I just thought, well, because I heard it somewhere, I don't know, remember where, but I thought, well, that's it. I'm just not too old. I'm just very experienced because, yeah, I have a lot more experience than somebody who's only 20 or 30 years on this world. So, I mean, when you're 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever ages, you're not creating from a kind of fear or insecurity or the urge for performance. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I create from substance, really. It's from decades of noticing what matters and from navigating loss or love and reinvention, restarting, responsibility, all of that. From learning how to trust your inner timing to instead of chasing somebody else's timing or somebody else's needs or wants or rules or regulations. Sometimes it's all up to you, and I believe that digital creation has become so associated with lately with speed and trends and a constant output that women feel like they have to sprint just to participate. But you don't have to at all, because I can speak directly to women who might be viewers or listeners now from this video. I mean, your creativity doesn't really need urgency. You don't need virality to go viral. And you don't need to act like you're 22. Why should you? You don't have to. You know, act your age and act your mental age. That's for far and foremost the most important thing, I think. Not so much your biological age, because that can be very different for somebody, yeah, for everybody. But your mental age, keep that young. That's a really, really good thing to go about it, I believe. And as I said, I think women over 50, we do it differently. We just need some space to go and do it, or rather, we have to give ourselves space to do so. We just have to, you know, you create space, but you also have to just give it to yourself. And I believe from women over 50 and more, we create differently. We create from lived insights, and not just noise around you, but really truly lived insights. And we can create from depth, and not from panic, not from, oh my God, no, not that at all. And we can create from intention, not from pressure. And I think you get the best creative input from that, and output then as well, of course. And that's what I called, actually, digital wisdom. I don't know how anybody else can call it, but I like the word digital wisdom. And it's what we women and over 50, 40, 50, 60, men as well, of course, are doing. And there's another thing about, digital wisdom. It's not about mastering every platform on the internet these days, or or anything of it. It's not Instagram, not whatever, but it's about knowing what to keep, which platform to keep, which platform to use for you, what's best for you, and also about what to release. I mean, which tools do you let support you, and which will overwhelm you, and then just to skip those, because which ideas feel true, and which one feels like you're performative, because if you're being busy too performative, then that's also not really for you. You won't be really happy with it, because it doesn't come from the heart if it's just an act of performance. Well, that's my idea. I hope you can resonate somewhere along the line with me. And you probably heard Dutch is not my mother tongue, so perhaps I make here some grammar mistakes, some spelling mistakes, some wrongful use of words. I beg your pardon then, but I'm doing my best to make as much sense as possible. So I believe also there is a gentle decluttering, as it's been called these days, a decluttering of the digital world, because it is more followed by a slow a slow world, a slow grounded kind of entrance into what fits into your life, and you can use that. You can use it to your advantage, just slowing down. You don't go into the full speed young trendy marketeers and everything. That might not be your kind of thing to create. It's not my thing anyhow. I mean, look at me standing here in the forest, right on the edge of the heathland, and I'm being calm, so relaxed and slow. And I'm not a marketing guru. I'm not any guru, actually. I'm just having this channel to share my experiences and my thoughts and my insights. Oh, that's beautiful. I always love it when I stand here and the sun managed to come through. I don't know if you can see it, but anyhow, I mean, it's not that spectacular to show you the sun, because you can see the sun every day. But I find many times that I'm just lucky that when there is a gray sky, somewhere along the line, the sun is still shining, come to try to come through, and I just love that. It just brings such a nice vibe in the forest then. But anyhow, I'm not fast, I'm not flashy, and I'm just really, really aligned with what I'm filming and where I want to film and with what I want to say. And so if you want to also step into YouTube or Substack or writing videos or any kind of digital creativity now or later or soon or long term, I mean, just remember this, which I'm telling you just because I really want to encourage you. You're not beginning late, and you're beginning with much more clarity. If you see it that way, then you will not feel old, and you will not feel that you are behind or that you have to catch up something. Just be more calm. Just to start with more calm, with honesty about what you want to say, about how you want to say it, and you will learn much more about yourself than you could ever imagine, because it's really a mirror when you start to create like that. And I think it's if you're doing it with a lot of honesty about what you want to say, and that you and what you no longer need to say or to do to prove anything. And not to younger people, not to older people, just be yourself. And look at that. That's my lonely little car standing there waiting for me to come back. Hello. But you see, you can see the sunshine. I wasn't lying. The sun is coming through somewhere. But anyhow, I hope you enjoy this video and a little bit of the nature that I am showing you. And hope you do realize that starting at that age is really a completely different kind of starting point, different than you could ever imagine. And you don't need to have icons or aesthetics or perfect editing or anything like that. I'm just standing here in the forest. I'm not really doing any editing. I have to put my videos a little bit together because otherwise the length is too hard, technically wise, to do it all in one piece. But other than that, it's just me talking and talking from honesty and experience and thoughts. And I think that kind of relates the most. I expect it to relate the most to you. And I hope so, anyhow. So you just need your voice, your timing, your experience. And yes, I am filming with my phone. It's just a plain Jane iPhone, nothing special, nothing, not the latest edition at all. And I write also. So yes, you do need a laptop or some sort of thing, because I also write on Substack, a similar kind of thing that I'm talking to you here about on YouTube. If you are interested, you can always have a look in the description below and see the link to my Substack. But the biggest message that I want to pass on here, you're not too old to create. Just go and do it. Feel no way and feel free to do so. And if anything, you're finally seasoned enough to create something that lasts because you have experience and you have things to say. And you may not think so, but once you get started, I can assure you you're going to be unstoppable. So I wish you a very nice day. Be creative. Have a creative day, or in a few days' time it's weekend, and perhaps you can have a creative weekend. But whatever you do, take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself, actually, and your loved ones. And if you like my videos, or maybe it's the first one you see or hear, you can always subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting every day. You can also give a thumbs up. And if you're not into any of that, that's also good. I just hope then you enjoyed the nature as I'm showing you. And I hope my little talk can have, stirred up something or make you give a bright spark in your head of like, yeah, man, I'm going to give it a try. So why not? Why not? By all means, just evolve, keep evolving, and become whoever you want to become, and keep wishing and keep creating. For all sakes, keep creating. So by this, have a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.